Joe Rogan just signed a $100 million deal with Spotify. Wow. What's up, guys? It's your man Earl, Batman Stringer, and in this video, I got a little money motivation for you. All right, so I don't know if you know who Joe Rogan is, but if you don't know who he is, he's basically right now he's known for his podcast called the Joe Rogan Experience. But Joe Rogan started off as a comedian back in the 80s, right? Then he went from that, he did a little acting, and then he became the host of the show Fear Factor. I used to love that show, Fear Factor. It was about maybe like 20 years ago, early 2000s it came out, but it ran for a little bit. Fear Factor was my show. Now, he does the UFC, if you do like MMA, if you're into that. He's a commentator for the UFC pay-per-view fights, all right? So he's fairly big time, but ultimately he's mainly known right now for his podcast. That's right, a podcast. And he's so popular right now. He just got an exclusive deal with Spotify, right? Which means, a lot of his content is on YouTube and iTunes, right? He's so popular and his numbers are so huge and because Joe Rogan, ultimately, he's a content creator, right? You know what I'm saying? A podcast, that's a content creator, right? So the fact that Spotify sees what he's doing and willing to give him $100 million contract is bananas. That is like crazy. A podcaster, a content creator. Yes, he is famous a little, but he ain't like he might be, but everybody don't know who Joe Rogan is. You know what I'm saying? But in his niche and what he does, it's like he has the number one podcast. And, to sign that kind of money, guys, like he's getting what NBA players or professional athletes getting, big movie stars is getting. And all he's doing is taking his platform, his podcast. Nothing changes for him as far as production and his team, anything. All he's doing is just selling exclusivity to Spotify. So he has complete control over his content, everything he does. And he's on Spotify, right? That's crazy. All right, so the point is, if he can do that, why can't I do that? Why can't you do that? If he did it, because like I said, he was just a comedian, got a little following, obviously. Boom, he had that TV show, and his podcast really popped him off because he got a strong following, and he built it up because he started his podcast in 2009, and so you're looking at like 11 years doing this podcast, but he's built it up and built such a following that Spotify is willing to offer him $100 million. So think about that. If Spotify is willing to give one person $100 million, what do they think he's really worth, right? If they're giving $100 million, they probably assume he's going to make them $300-400 million, right? All because he's a content creator. So it shows that motivation. Show why can't you be top dog on YouTube? Why can't you get that sort of attention just by creating content that you enjoy to do? Because if you watch his podcast or listen to it, which I really don't, from time to time I do, but like he just talks about whatever he wants to talk about. That's what he do. You don't believe me? Look him up. He just talks about whatever's going on in the news, whatever's going on in his life, and he comes across very transparent. He comes across like he's just chilling with his friends. He's just talking to his friends, and he's being recorded. And now he got a contract for $100 million. 100. It should be. It should really trigger, your determination or your focus to realize, like, wait a minute. Maybe I can't get $100 million, but can I maybe eventually get a $1 million contract for my content, or $100,000? There's money out there, guys, to be made. It is. He proves it. He's proven it. You know what I mean? And the good news is, guys, if you're a content creator, the opportunities are out there. They're growing every single day, not just with YouTube. Now Spotify, you have an option. You know what I mean? With Instagram, TikTok, all these opportunities, all from people just like us who create content, right? But in my opinion, the key is, do what you enjoy, do your research, and stick with it. Like my thing is YouTube. If you see, I'm on here all the time dropping that content. Got my fitness channel and my music channel, and I just work them and just don't stop. Just don't stop until I get to where I ain't gonna stop. Period. Right? And I ain't gonna stop. So there's no reason why you can't do the same thing. All right. Matter of fact, if you're into or ever thought about getting into podcasts, I'll put a link to Anchor. Because I thought about doing a podcast before and was doing it. It was kind of do it like a lot of people do it. Like actually had a video on YouTube and then have the actual podcast like on Spotify or something like that. Thought about it. And if I do decide to do it, I'm gonna use Anchor, which is a free platform that you can have your podcast on there as well. You can actually earn money from your podcast on Anchor. So if you ever thought about podcasting, hey, why not? Check it out. If podcasting isn't your thing, do YouTube. Start a YouTube channel. Or if you got one and you don't really post that much, start posting on it. Really become a content creator, because that is a real thing now. You know what I mean? That's a thing that you can even tell people you do. Like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a content creator. Oh, no, that's whack. You need a real job. How much do you make? Oh, I make 5,000 a month. I make 10,000. Or I just signed a brand deal, for $100,000. That's what's going on right now, guys. That's what's going on right now. So you need that motivation. Look at Joe Rogan. Just seems like a normal dude, just has a podcast, and now he balling out of control. All right. So, like I said, that's that money motivation. Hopefully it triggers something in your head, spark some passion. If you want to learn what I'm doing to make money online, you definitely want to check out my number one recommended money making program, Wealthy Affiliate, guys. That's where everybody's at who wants to become an affiliate and make money with affiliate marketing, guys. If you're serious, definitely check that out. All right. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to check out my number one recommended program for making money online. If you want to be your own boss and be able to work from anywhere in the world, click the link in the description.